Shootin' with Rage is Tater Tot approved.
I'm a rageaholic. I just can't live without Rageahol.
I wake up and rage. I wake up and rage. I wake up and rage. Wake up and rage. Every day that I am alive, you know I turn another page. Thank God that I am alive so I can wake up and rage.
What is going on, everybody? It's me, the King of Bong Style, right back on the channel for episode 4 of Shootin' with Rage. Or should I call myself Colonel Rage this week with all the crap that's going on in the YouTube community? But I'm not going to get into that on my channel. You guys can have fun with the drama on yours. This is Shootin' with Rage, episode 4. My guest today, the very beautiful and talented, from Dat Ass Podcast, Tiffany. What's going on, Tiffany?
What's going on? I'm so excited.
I saw that you went to, was that a mall today you went to?
Yes, we did.
All of a sudden, guys, I start getting DMs on Twitter. You can follow me at Rage a Lunatic on Twitter and at Shootin' with Rage as well. I saw my DMs all of a sudden, and I'm seeing all this cool stuff. She's like, ooh, you would like this, you would like this. And it was all this cool, fantastic hippie shit, for lack of a better term. And she was just sending it to me, and I'm like, holy crap, I need to go to that store. That's in New York, correct?
Yes, that's in Long Island.
See, the Chicago stores are like that, but I never go out there. You know why? Because I don't have the money.
Yeah, they're a little crazy with their prices, but, you know, some places, they got some cool shit.
Now, the topic today, guys, breakfast at Tiffany's. What is that exactly? We're talking food. And the reason Tiffany and I decided to do this, I'm like, well, I want you on my show, but, you know, what can we talk about? And for those that don't know, Tiffany's a good friend of mine. We talk every day, multiple times a day. We're very good friends. But I'm just wondering, what did you have for lunch today?
I went to a Chinese buffet today.
Oh.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of everything. Oh yeah.
Little bit of everything. So you had what is all the what is in a Chinese buffet?
Oh my God, there's like everything. So not only are you getting your Chinese food, I mean, of course, your beef and broccoli, your wonton soup, your egg roll.
Your wonton soup is coming around the corner.
There's like freaking, sometimes you get Italian food. Depends on the buffet. It depends on how big the buffet is.
Wait, so you're saying there's Chinese, Italian people in the back, and they're like, oh, I cook you a boobada babadi. Now, I cook it now. So you got Italian, so this China buffet.
All sorts of shit.
So this Chinese buffet in New York, guys, if you go there, you could get Chinese food, of course, but you could also get Italian food when the Italian Chinese people are there.
Or you could get mac and cheese, bro. Like
mac and cheese.
Seriously.
That's American. So there's one white guy working there.
Or if you want to, like,
he's probably the boss.
And be skinny, there's salad.
Who wants salad? Look, I didn't serve my country and do all this crap I've done in my life to eat fucking grass, I'll tell you that. I am a meat eater, and you're going to see why I say that later in the show. What did I have for lunch today? We were doing a lot of stuff today. I had to go and look at a new house that we're trying to get, which I'm hoping everything goes good. So we were kind of out running around. I stopped at a local gas station who has like a built-in restaurant, grabbed a couple just pizzas for the family so we could have a quick lunch. So nothing spectacular today. But I have a question for you, Tiffany.
Yes.
Let's pretend for horrible reasons you murdered somebody, Tiffany. You killed him!
Oh my!
And you are guilty as charged. The judge has thrown the book at you. You got the execution style. You are going away. It is your last meal. You can have anything you want as your last meal. What is on your plate?
Oh, yeah. I know, like, people are going to think I'm absolutely nuts, but I've thought about this, and it would totally be meatloaf with mushroom gravy and mashed potatoes and some green beans. Come on!
Now, we're going to get off topic here, but Tiffany is the king of meatloaf style, for those that don't know. She knows all about some meatloaf. Can you give people some examples of what kind of meatloaf you like to make?
Listen, you know, it depends. Like, I can go in, like I said, I love the mushroom gravy meatloaf, your brown sauce with your mushrooms and everything like that.
Oh.
Or I'm very big with my friends. They love my Italian style meatloaf.
Is there any
All
Chinese food in it?
No, there's no Chinese food in it.
Well, I had to ask because you said Italian.
No, you got, believe it or not, you got the marinara sauce on top. You got the freaking egg, your breadcrumbs, your parsley. Like, you're making a meatball. I mean, I'm half Sicilian. Come on now. Like, oh yeah. It's just moist. It's yummy. And like, yeah, that sounds so good right now.
Like, yeah, us Americans are so great. You know what we do? We take a cow, we ground it up, we roll it in a ball, and we cook it and we eat it.
It's totally. I mean, everybody always talks about like Sunday sauce or Sunday gravy or whatever like that. But come on, can you imagine in a freaking meatloaf, bro? Like,
I'll say everything's better with gravy, and if you're not putting gravy on your food, you're not doing it right. But then again, there's some things you cook that you could have gravy with, but if you cook them right, you don't even need the gravy.
Well, no, come on, like.
But gravy makes life better.
Gravy.
I know.
French fries and gravy. Come on.
Oh
like,
my
done that even
God.
with Kentucky Fried Chicken. Come on.
I went to a restaurant. It was a Maxwell Street. They're pretty big in Chicago.
Okay.
Maxwell Street, but it wasn't an actual one in the city. But they used, they bought the rights to use the name. And let me tell you, the place was awful, okay? We were so excited to have it right by us. So we started going there. A couple experiences, not the greatest. But I found one thing on their menu that you couldn't go wrong. And I never had it, seen it, or even dreamed about it, as stoned as I've gotten, and the weird shit I've come up with. A gyro cheese fry.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Total orgasmo in my mouth. Squirt Maximus times 1,000. Fantastic. It was delicious.
Oh my God. That
delicious.
Sounds good right now.
See, I'm going to go out to New York. You guys don't know this. We're going to go out to New York, the missus and I, Mrs. Rage. We're planning a trip to see Tiffany probably in November around Survivor Series for those wrestling fans. And she's going to have to take me out and show me some New York food. And when she comes to Chicago one day, I'm going to show her what a real Chicago pizza is. Because they're not doing it right in New York.
Hell yeah. I mean, a lot of people will tell you, nothing's better than New York pizza. And a lot of people say that, all over the place. There's nothing like New York pizza. And I agree to that, because I've gone other places, and the pizza sucks.
Wait till you come to Chicago and have one of them deep dishes.
I want one of those deep dishes. It's, serious. It's like that Uno's, that fake shit, that fake freaking deep crust,
That's disgusting.
Nope.
That's disgusting. You might as well you might as well go to Kmart and lick out of the toilet.
Oh, come on.
Ew, we're talking about food. We got to keep it somewhat clean because no one wants to talk about that with food.
I don't know why, but I'm thinking about freaking biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy! B&G's.
Good.
B&G's.
Oh my God. You know, it's funny because we talk about food. I mean, me and Rage are always when we're on Skype and stuff like that, we're always cooking. Like you always see literally the other night I was making waffles. He was making freaking chicken the other day in the fryer. So that's why this was a good episode for me and him. I am never going to be freaking skinny because I just love freaking food.
And I jumped right off track at the beginning. That's what I was going into on why we decided food. And I just said, I want to know what you had for lunch today. So we did get a little off track, but who cares? We're shooting with Rage and we're with Tiffany from Dad Ass Podcast. And I'm going to show you something, and I know you you sent me some pictures, and I kind of threw a little slide together, nothing fancy, but I'm going to show you, if you're coming to Rage's house, Rage's all-you-can-eat buffet, here's some of the things that are going to be on my menu that you can expect. I'm going to start in the middle there where you see the light in the crock pot. It's kind of hard to tell on the slide, but if you come to my house, food will be waiting and ready. I will not be cooking while you're there. I think it's ignorant to be doing that. I like to have the food set, ready to go, and as you see, it says free eats, so all are welcome. If you come to my house, you're gonna be treated like a goddamn celebrity.
Right
Exactly. As you see, I had some Chicago pizza up there. We're gonna have my homemade fried chicken, which is gonna be flame.
That looked good. He was cooking that the other night. That shit looked good.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We're gonna have pork chops with what was that? That's some chicken rice, right here on the plate. And then we got a breakfast pizza, homemade. You can't go wrong with that. The pulled pork I made about 2 days ago. That shit was so
my god, I love pulled pork.
That shit just
and
melted.
There's so many different ways that you can make pulled pork too. That's
oh
the
my
crazy
god.
thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Some people put beer in it.
I've done
cook your
beer.
yours?
I've done beer. I've done root beer. I've done cinnamon. I've done brown sugar. I've done all kinds of stuff. I pulled my pork every way you can, Tiffany.
He pulls his pork, baby.
We're also, that's a turkey. That's actually from Thanksgiving. Not even gonna front. That is, we got some au gratin cheesy potatoes with some, turkey. Gotta have that turkey, and it's gotta be moist because nobody wants no dry turkey. Reminds me of my brother growing up. Rest her soul, my grandmother, Janie. She passed away, unfortunately, but she used to make turkey, and it was always dry. And she was from the South and had this accent, so my brother Bob, who has his own podcast, check them out. Hey, We're Talking. Check them out. He would always be like, oh, we're going to Grandma's for Thanksgiving. He goes, you know what that means? And he'd tap me and he'd go, dry turkey. So that always stuck with me. So if you come to my house, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get a dose of happiness as soon as you walk through my door. And you're going to get served very, very well with a delicious entrees of food. Now, Tiffany, I'm going to let you explain yours here. You haven't even seen this slide yet, but I just threw up what I threw on here what I could. And there's Rage looking up at
It's
it, wondering.
just so funny because there's like so many damn pictures, and the funny thing is like I've had this conversation with people before, and like, I do a lot of potlucks at my house, so I have a lot of parties. And potluck, if you don't know what potluck is like you cook a dish, and everybody cooks a dish, and they bring it over to the house, and you enjoy it, and that's good. I mean, look, it's cheaper than going out to eat with everybody, and like you don't get sick. And I mean, I don't know about you, but like I'm careful like when I go out to eat sometimes because
Absolutely have to be
you
these
can
days.
absolutely get sick with like some of the stuff that's out there. But yeah, so I do that a lot. I do a lot of theme too. So like I've done like regular potlucks, like you see like all the food, so there's like a whole bunch of stuff on that. But I've done like theme potlucks. I've done breakfast potluck. I've done bacon potluck. I've done Italian night potluck. I even did dessert potluck.
Dessert potluck. Are you fucking kidding me? That is
Oh
genius.
my god, yes. Everybody like brought over dessert. Like everybody like ate before and then they came over for dessert. So you had like cakes and you had like cannolis, you had cookies, you had oh my god. It's just people even brought fruit salad. Like, oh my god, yeah. Breakfast was fun. With breakfast for dinner. I mean, come on now. Like,
we did that last night, actually.
can't go wrong with that.
No, I had pulled pork and breakfast because I had some leftover pulled pork, so I smashed like a
pulled pork.
fat kid.
Oh,
So what do we got up here? What do we got up here?
So, okay,
Oh, and
so
wait,
as
but before you get into this, now, guys, that's the difference between Tiffany and I, because her potluck, if you come to Rage's house, the potluck is a completely different term. I'm not going to get into it, but I think you guys know what I'm hitting at. A potluck with Rage is a lot different because there's no food involved, but after we're done, we're going to want to eat. I promise you that.
Well, I think after like when you do that and then you come over for my food or whatever like that, forget it.
Yeah, pre-party is at
Pictures I sent you though. I also
Pre-party.
made pasta from scratch, but that's not in there.
Oh, yeah, I did not get that in there.
That's right. I do that.
So the pre-party will be at Rage's to ensure that everyone has an appetite when we get to Tiffany so we can smash her delicious entrees you see here. And I'm going to let her take over and explain what we got here.
All right, so in the top left corner, I'm eating apple cider donut. That usually comes out only around like October, man. That shit is good.
I don't think I've ever
then
had
you
one
have,
of them.
You have roast beef. Oh my god, that recipe's insane because you have rosemary and garlic and oh my god, and oh, it's just so
Where's
good.
the
And mushrooms
beef?
and you know me. I mean, I love freaking mushrooms.
Me
of course,
too.
there's
Just again, a
meatloaf.
different kind of mushrooms, guys.
Yeah, I mean it's unlike because you don't put it until like later. That's the before
Yes.
picture. So that's like when you're just like what's it called? You're crusting.
Crusting.
You're crusting it, yeah. Then we got meatloaf. Oh my god, my favorite. See, that's what I'm talking about. The brown gravy, the mushrooms, the mashed potatoes, and the corn.
She
and
said
all that.
meatloaf. I would do anything for meatloaf, but I won't do that. What would you not do for meatloaf, Tiffany? What would you not do?
What would I not do
Would
for
you
meatloaf?
not? She probably wouldn't go pee faded
Oh god.
for meatloaf.
I'm so-
I couldn't help it.
Moving right along.
Bucket 6.
I'm not going there. Anyway, so yeah, we see this sexy fucking burger over there at that place. That place is awesome, and that freaking shake over there. That was crazy. But
Do you want to give them a shout out or
was it-
no?
what?
Do you want to give them a shout out?
Give who a shout out?
The burger joint.
What? He went in and out. What?
The burger joint. Where's that burger from?
Oh, you didn't know because I didn't hear. Oh, it's called BurgerFi, and that's also in Long Island. That's a chain restaurant also. They make freaking slamming but I gotta be honest with you, like you order like a burger. I mean, they're a little pricey, but I don't mind spending the money there.
Right.
Because the food is freaking good. But sometimes I always go back for a second burger. Like sometimes it's just that damn good. So
hey, if they're that good,
I still build a burger. It's crazy. Like I always build a burger because it's just so damn good.
Yeah, building your own burger is excellent. I definitely would recommend
crazy.
that.
Like sometimes like I'm all about the freaking sautéed onions, man.
The sautéed onions. You hear that, guys? The sautéed onions. You gotta get them on there. Now, what is that? Is that a what's with that that plate? That's gorgeous.
Oh, the meatloaf in the middle.
That's a meatloaf too?
Wait, which one? The
one
one in
with
the
the
middle
corn?
with the yellow corn and stuff. That's the meatloaf.
I've never seen a meatloaf look like that. That is so
Oh,
amazing.
it's good. Yeah, it's the way. Hey, everybody makes it. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody makes meatloaf different. That's why like I'm so like obsessed with freaking
Hold on.
meatloaf. Because
Mrs. Rage, the meatloaf!
Ma, the meatloaf. But yeah. So that's going on over there. That was actually, believe it or not, that was at the Cheesecake Factory.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, but anyway, on the bottom, there's two different things going on there. You got my guacamole down there, and then you got my spinach artichoke dip. That dip is fucking crack. That's all I can really fucking say, because when you make that dip does not last more than 7 minutes. I swear to God. I timed it, and then if you fucking doubled it, it hasn't lasted more than 10.
Now I know you're having an NXT takeover party with some other content creators in the community. Are you going to have that at this particular party?
That is 100% happening, because that's like the specialty. Like there are a couple of things that like my friends always ask for me to make, and that is one, and also my stuffed mushrooms. And then you see right there on the left corner my trifle cake.
Oh.
Talk about orgasmic, okay? That is chocolate cake with pudding and score bars and freaking whipped cream.
Oh my God. I had another picture of you like holding it, but I did not include it in here. I should have, but that's okay. Maybe I'll throw it in at the end or something. That thing looks fantastic. Now that's pretty large, yes?
Yes, that thing is huge. I will not make that for myself. So the only time that I make that is when I know company is going to come over. Even like one other person, I don't want that here, because I'll sit there for fucking days eating it, and like my ass does not need that. So when actually my NXT party, that trifle cake will happen, and so will my spinach artichoke dip.
Will there be tater tots?
There has to be tater tots, right? Because like Ken's freaking coming over, Foulmouth Ken. There has to be tater tots.
I think Connor mentioned something to the extent of stopping at Sonic and ordering a bunch of orders of tater tots.
There is a Sonic in the next town over from me, literally like 6 minutes from my house. They just opened a Sonic, and yes, there will be tater tots.
There will be tater tots. So her NXT takeover party will be tater tot approved. That is excellent. What's for dinner tonight?
I might make meatloaf. We keep talking about freaking meatloaf, so I might have to like put together some meatloaf.
Some meatloaf. Uh-oh. She's
mean,
going to do an Italian-Chinese meatloaf with egg rolls on the side.
Let me tell you a quick story about freaking meatloaf, okay? So, about, I don't know, like 8 years ago or whatever like that, I lived in another part of Long Island with a guy that I was dating or whatever. So there was a pub around the corner from the house, so like literally like a block and a half, right? So on Thursday nights, they used to have taps and app night. And they used to have like $2 beers and whatever, like half off the appetizers, right? And then like if you would dine there or whatever, they had like, you know, burgers or steak or whatever. So one of the nights, the night before, I emailed them because they knew me, because I used to come there all the time. I used to eat there with the boyfriend, and I used to go there with all my friends on Thursday night. So I sent them an email and I go, you know what would be so awesome? I was like, it would be so awesome if you put meatloaf on the menu so I could sit at the bar and have my $2 beers and have meatloaf. Dude, they put it on the menu the next day.
You gotta be kidding me.
And the freaking chef came out. He's like, I gotta meet Tiffany, because he didn't like actually know me. He's like, I have to meet Tiffany, because he goes, oh, did you like it? He was like, I made it especially for you. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is awesome. So then every Thursday night, they serve meatloaf.
Oh, that is fantastic.
It wasn't on their menu. It wasn't on their menu. It was like a random, you know, thing that, you know, like a specialty item that they would randomly put on the menu.
That is
So
fantastic.
they started putting it every Thursday because they knew I was coming every Thursday.
That's fantastic. That is excellent. Well, I guess, guys, that's about all I really got for food, unless Tiffany's got anything else. I've got two whole cut-up chickens, actually, that I'm going to season and just bake tonight. I think I'm going to make some homemade mashed potatoes with it. Gotta have the gravy. So I
It's
think
all about the gravy.
So I think that's what's going on here tonight. Tiffany, you guys got Dadass Podcast, which you could check them out on YouTube at Dadass Podcast. You can follow them on Facebook as well. They're on the air every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It is Tiffany and James White, the smoothest man on YouTube. They have great chemistry. What's the topic on the show this week?
What is the topic this week?
Uh-oh.
I know, I forgot for a second. Oh, the topic this week is what to do when you're in a relationship and how to keep it going.
Oh.
So yeah, bring your sexy stories on.
I may have to call that one in. You know, I'm getting married here in just a short couple weeks. Maybe I could use some advice from people.
Hey, you never know.
Maybe we get some married guys to call in. I mean, I was married once, but I wouldn't call it a real marriage. But you know the story on that, as I shared it on Tiffany's show. Hey guys, I follow her show. I'm a huge fan of it. Please go support her and James on what they're doing. Tiffany, I want to thank you very, very much for joining me. I know you had a busy day, and I would just want to say thanks for taking time, you know, to kick it with me and shoot with rage. So
anytime. Thank you for having me. It was fun.
Yeah, for
Now
sure.
I'm hungry.
I know. I was just actually thinking that. I'm like, okay, now I'm hungry. But now I got to play this thing back and make sure it's all good. And before I could even think about food. But Tiffany, again, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And guys, I just want to say thank you so much for the early support. I am so grateful to you guys between the retweets and the comments and the likes and everything, and just the support in DMs just from people telling me we like what you're doing, keep doing it. So I'm going to keep doing it, man. As long as you guys like this shit, I'm going to keep shooting, and I'm going to keep having different guests, and I may have some guests come back. So we'll have to see how that goes. Again, that was Tiffany from Dadass Podcast. I think I'm going to have Young Republican next week, guys. It's pretty much confirmed. If not, I'm going to have James from Dadass Podcast, the other host, along with Tiffany. So I'll probably have James either this week or the next week. I'll let you know on Twitter. Make sure to follow me at Rage Lunatic, at Shootin' with Rage as well. I'm Rage the Lunatic, the King of Bong Style. See ya! And guys, just a reminder, please go